After hours of researching, scripting, recording, and editing, I'm excited to finally present the first episode of Date Alive Season 6.
Huh? Wait a moment. Are you forgetting something? I see. Where's my antique pistol, Siesta?
Oh, my bad, I'm not alone. With the help of Kurumi and Siesta as well, I bring you the first episode of Date Alive Season 6.
So after the final battle, Shido wakes up in his room. His current condition of going to the bed couldn't be clearly recalled, although it should have been a usual morning. There was this strange, hazy feeling of something being out of place that wrapped around his mind. It was strange, but he couldn't think up an answer. So Shido decided to cross-check everything for the time being, and walked out the room while scratching his head. After walking down the stairs and through the corridor, Shido heard the sound of the TV coming from the living room, and found Kotori had gotten up.
Good morning, Kotori. Hey, what day is it today?
Shido's words came to a halt because there was an unexpected person in the living room. And upon seeing that person, Shido said,
Maria.
Yes, that figure was unmistakably that of Maria, the management AI of the airship.
Good morning, Shido. Are you still asleep?
Now Shido knew that Maria was the management AI of Fraxinus, but she only existed as an AI software on ship and as an app on his smartphone. So how was Shido able to distinguish her as Maria without a pause? At the same time as realizing that, he experienced a slight headache, and a memory appears within Shido's mind. It was the memory of that battle. Isaac Westcott, who gained the power of the Spirit of Origin through the Spirit Ceremony, and the spirits that fought against him. In the process, Maria was able to gain physical form through the power of Nia's angel Raziel. But then Shido pondered, why did he forget this beforehand? Forgetting about that fierce battle. Forgetting how everyone won together. Forgetting about the spirit that sacrificed herself to save Shido and the others. Mio. She was the source for everything. The Spirit of Origin, as well as analytic officer of Murasame Reine. Although it was only temporary, he had forgotten even her. Somehow, Shido felt that his memories are messed up.
What's up, Shido? Haven't you woken up yet?
I'm fine. Say, Kotori, what month and day is it today?
Ha! You must still be sleeping. Today is March 19th.
March 19th.
March 19th. From the day of the date between Shido and Reine, the date of the decisive battle, nearly an entire month had passed. At the same time as noticing this, his memory began to come back one after the other. Shido and the others had won. But at that same moment, Mio and Westcott both died in a mutual kill. And after everything was over, Mio's Saphira crystal, which came down in front of Shido along with the stuffed bear, finished its role and disappeared into the air. He could clearly recall the memories that had been hazy until now.
That's right. After all that's happened, we've gone back to our regular lives. Yes, that's true. It's all over.
I wish you a pleasant journey, Kotori, Shido.
After breakfast, Maria waved farewell to Shido and Kotori, who had both finished their preparations.
Then we'll be heading out.
Looking closely, many spirits had gathered in front of the Itsuka residence. Kaguya, Yuzuru, Yoshino, Natsumi, and Mukuro, all of whom lived in the spirit mansion next to the Itsuka residence. And for some reason Miku was also present there, who should have lived in her own home in the city, could also be seen.
It's so lively today.
Hey, what are you guys doing?
Miku, isn't your school not in this direction? I'm off school today for work, but today's task seems very difficult. So I felt like replenishing a bit of energy from everyone before heading to the scene.
At that moment, as if to match that timing, the sounds of light horn popped up from behind. Shido thought was that noise due to everyone blocking the traffic. As he quickly turned his body around, everyone was stunned.
Yahoo! Why has everyone gathered together this early in the morning?
We have to go to school and some are going shopping. But why are you here, Nia?
It's good that my work is finally over, but I have no food left at home. Convenience store bentos have no taste, but if I come to the Spirit Mansion, a warm meal will be ready.
I see, having said that, so you can ride a motorbike.
Of course. As far as it goes now, can anyone else here also drive? Maybe next time I should take everyone out for a drive?
As if to agree with that suspicion, Maria came out wearing an apron to speak.
On the standpoint of guarding everyone's safety, I don't recommend it very much. After all, do you even have a driver's license, Nia?
Eh? How rude, of course I do. Look!
But since Nia was kidnapped by Dem for 5 years, her driving license was expired.
It's true that this is Dem's fault, but the police wouldn't care about that. Before you get arrested, get your driver's license renewed.
But it's such a strange coincidence. Everyone has unexpectedly gathered here at this time. Or are Origami and Kurumi also nearby?
You called for
Did
me?
you say my name?
Origami, Kurumi, when were you here?
I've always been here.
I was just passing by. It was so lively here that I wanted to see what had happened.
Shido saw that Kurumi was wearing Razian Sky School uniform, so he asked,
Say, Kurumi, that uniform that you're wearing.
Really, Shido, did you forget? After that battle, I went under Ratatosker's protection and started attending school again. Isn't that so?
Listening to her say it like that, Shido began to recall that it had occurred like that.
Please forgive me, I must head on first. A friend is waiting for me.
A friend?
Yes.
An elegant-looking girl was standing there. As if she noticed Shido's gaze, she bowed. Shido reflexively bowed too. Kurumi smiled satisfied, and then she walked towards her friend. Sorry for let you waiting, Sawa-san. To which Sawa replied, No. Moreover, is it okay? Don't you want to go with him?
Ufufu, don't worry about it. Even without having me, there's still a lot of beauties around Shido.
Don't worry, I'll cover this later in the video why Sawa is here. Then, after looking on at this scene, the mouth of the Yoshinon puppet on Yoshino's left hand began move. But this coincidence is really amazing. Everyone has gathered together so early in the morning. Shido, are you spreading out some strange pheromones? What Yoshinon had said wasn't unreasonable. There was the feeling as if they had assembled under the guidance of someone. Suddenly, Nia seemed to recognize something as she looked around at everyone's faces before speaking.
You said that everyone is present, but isn't there someone missing? Did she go on ahead first?
Upon hearing that, Shido also surveyed around everyone's faces just like Nia. At that moment, a cheerful voice was heard from the entrance to the mansion.
Shido!
At the moment Toka approached in front of him, there was an unfathomable feeling causing his eyes to open wider.
Sorry, Shido. I guess I'm a little late. Shido, what's wrong? Does anything hurt?
It's nothing. Haha. Maybe I'm just still sleepy.
While trying to cover it up, he wiped away the tears. In fact, Shido didn't understand what was going on. Why did his heart tighten when he saw Toka?
We need to get to school now. Otherwise, we'll be late.
Shido secretly thought to himself that there were many sad things. There was also a painful farewell that he couldn't forget. However, even when taking that into consideration, Shido's life had been full of wonderful encounters. Surely, these noisy but enjoyable days will continue from now on as well. Several days later, Shido organized a dinner for all the spirits. After the lively dinner, the spirits went to their respective homes. And as Shido was alone washing the dishes, a thought came to his mind that something feels missing. And everything is going way too perfect. And he feels like he has forgotten something important.
Big brother, the bath is ready.
The smile from his little sister caused the feeling of unease passing through his mind to disappear. Shido returned the smile to Kotori, as his hand reached for the door of the refrigerator.
Ooh, thanks, Kotori. Ah, I want a hot cup of milk. Does Kotori want some as well?
Ooh, yes, I want to drink as well.
Wow,
Mana, when did you come?
I just came normally through the front entrance. You didn't notice?
Shido is briefly taken aback by Mana's unexpected arrival. However, he sets milk for 3 people into a small heated pot.
Mana, since you've come here, is the inspection over? How are the results?
It's incredible. All of the problems have been cured.
What happened? You said that you're cured. What does that mean?
That is to say, my body, the damage brought by Dem's lies, has disappeared without a trace.
Now if you watch the series carefully, you would know that Mana was abducted by the mysterious company Dem. She was given a special Marioku treatment that granted her tremendous powers and transformed her into a powerful wizard. But, tragically, due to the side effects of the treatment, Mana's remaining lifespan was drastically reduced. It was limited to just 10 years. For a clearer understanding, Shido looked to Kotori. Kotori expressed her confusion by saying, I don't understand. However, since the instruments on board indicated normal results, there shouldn't be any mistakes in Mana's physical condition. Despite the normal results, there was still room to further investigate the cause.
I had thought my life would pass by in a flash, but it seems that won't be the case anymore.
Somehow, I feel that everything is going too well, although isn't that a good thing?
Yes, Dem is on the verge of collapse, and all of the spirits are indeed very happy. Even the issue of Mana's physical condition has been cured. Being dissatisfied at this level would merit divine punishment.
Say, Kotori, can I transfer into your junior high at the same time as Yoshino? If I'm going to keep living
In
from
that
now on.
manner, Kotori and Mana began joyfully discussing plans for the future, bringing a sense of relief to Shido. However, at that moment, something seemed amiss.
Do you really think so?
It was Mana who first recognized the true nature of that voice.
What are you doing here, Nightmare? No, Tokisaki Kurumi?
My, Mana is addressing me by my name. Will the sun rise from the west tomorrow?
Kurumi, what happened? You could come in normally through the front entrance.
Well, everything must be done with care. Although this might be unnecessary resistance, as long as there is the possibility of not being uncovered by that person, I must take such means.
That person,
Shido was confused by Kurumi's unexpected statement.
going back to the topic, what do you mean by that?
That's just what that means. After that battle finished, everything ended satisfactorily. Did you really think things would go that smoothly? For some unknown reason, Mana's body has been cured. I can't understand the logic quite well, but the world has conveniently been rewritten.
What do you want to say? Certainly things went off smoothly without a hitch, but that is an indisputable fact, is it not?
Well, it's responsible to think of it that way. No, perhaps that way of thinking is itself the fate of this world. In fact, until a while ago I didn't hold any doubts about the status quo, just like Kotori.
Get to the point already. Please say it clearly.
This world is not the world where we come from, but a world created by the hands of a certain person. That is what I wanted to say.
What are you talking about, Kurumi? This isn't our original world?
Exactly. Dem's Isaac Westcott dreamt of overriding the world with the neighboring world. Though it is different from what he intended, that person has achieved something close to that.
It was no exaggeration to say that Shido and the others had fought relentlessly to prevent that plan. To protect their world, Shido and the spirits had no choice but to stand up against that formidable adversary. Yet, despite their best efforts, the world had still been rewritten, without any knowledge or warning.
Wait a minute. Even if this is true, how were you able to notice this?
It's a total coincidence that I approached the truth. It was entirely a side effect. But I can guarantee I am not making a mistake of any assumption. Did you forget the noble name of the omniscient angel?
Kurumi opened her palm while speaking the chilling words.
Raziel.
As Shido witnessed this scene, he held his breath, knowing that with Raziel, the possibility of discovering hidden truths was real. With this in mind, Shido now found himself pondering the essential question. Who or what could have been responsible for rewriting this world? It was an obvious question to ask. Both Mio and Isaac Westcott had lost their lives in the previous engagement, and all the spirits had surrendered their powers to Shido. Given this, it was clear that Shido had not been responsible for rewriting the world.
It's easy for me to give you a direct answer, but no matter how I phrase it, you likely won't believe me.
No, even if you say that, if you don't tell us anything.
Please listen until I finish. Rather than asking me, it's better if you look at it yourself.
I see. So you want me to investigate with Raziel?
Raziel is of course an option, but I recommend using Zafkiel. Please try shooting yourself with the 10th bullet Yud. It's not pure knowledge, but it should help invoke your lost memories through the help of your actual feelings.
Perhaps Kurumi had already attempted this. It was evident that there must be a valid reason behind her belief that this information could not be obtained through the use of Raziel.
All right, Zafkiel. 10th bullet.
Shido looked at the battlefield. There, in front of him and the others, lay Mio's special crystal. As he thought back on it, he realized that his memories up until that point were consistent with what had actually happened. Mio's Saphira crystal should have vanished here. But suddenly, an unexpected sight appeared before Shido's eyes. A hand reached out towards the dying crystal, interrupting the expected outcome. Shido turned his head quickly and his eyes widened in surprise. There, his gaze fixed on the person who had reached out for the dying crystal.
Sorry, but I'll be taking this.
No way. Toka, you?
Shido's words left both Kotori and Mana with creases in their foreheads. If he hadn't experienced this for himself, Shido would likely have reacted in astonishment. The scene that had just unfolded was so detached from reality, it was unreal.
That's what I meant.
It was so difficult to accept. And yet, it was Toka who had taken Mio's Saphira crystal and altered the world.
Here is a world that Toka created. By using the power of Mio's Saphira crystal,
Yes, there. There's no doubt that this is the world that Toka has dreamt up. It is an ideal space where all problems are resolved in a cohesive way, and all concerns are naturally removed.
why would she want to do this?
Unfortunately, I don't know about that either. As you know, even the omniscient Raziel cannot provide information about the uncertain future or the hearts of people.
No thank you, Kurumi. If it wasn't for you, I would have never recognized the source of the uncomfortable feeling coming from this world.
Ufufu, not recognizing this is also a type of blessing. This is the ideal world created by Toka. It should be a convenient world for Shido-san as well. Although it is different from the original world, there is no difference from reality if you don't realize it is a dream.
If you truly think so, why did you tell him the truth?
Because I am not a good girl like everyone else.
In a way, it could be seen as a world reflecting Toka's characteristics, but it didn't mean Shido was convinced. After all, it was hard to accept that Toka, with her gentle nature, would have taken Mio's Saphira crystal to rewrite the entire world.
I have no intention of denying this gentle world. I also thought it would be nice to immerse in this world if it could last forever. But it was one created by forcefully taking away Mio's Saphira crystal. If left alone, this world will likely perish along with Toka.
What? Toka and this world are self-destructing?
So by the end of this episode, we learned that after the final battle in Season 5, Toka took Mio's Saphira crystal. Using its power, she created a perfect world for Shido and the others. She even erased everyone's memory who saw her taking Mio's Saphira crystal. In this world, Mana's physical condition is fully healed, and Kurumi's best friend Sawa is still alive. But according to Kurumi's analysis, this world won't last forever. It was made by stealing Mio's Saphira crystal, and Mio is dead. Now, the big question is, why did Toka take Mio's Saphira crystal in first place? Well, we will uncover that in upcoming episodes. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like to help this video reach more datealive fans. Let's set a goal of 100 likes. I'll drop the next episode as soon as we hit that. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, goodbye, take care, and stay icy.